Hey guys, it's Meme and my trusty sidekick.
Vinny's here. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. The crafty sidekick is back with us tonight. It's exciting to be with you on Thursday Night Live. Hope you come out tonight excited about what's coming because it's just going to make you mad. I don't know what else to tell you, but you're going to have fun for a little while.
Not the way to start.
30 minutes of crafty goodness. Immediately following that, there's the Crafter After Show, where we get to talk about whatever we want to talk about, and we always do, and I hope you'll enjoy it. If you're new, we are Made It. Anything that you see tonight can be purchased from our online craft store at maymaymadeit.com. Also, be sure to click the red button and subscribe, because we need you to help us reach 400,000. We've been trying for a while. We need you to help us. So, subscribe, ring the bell so you'll be notified every time Made It has a video up, because you don't want to miss it. May, kick it off, baby.
Y'all gonna love this. I know we said you're gonna be mad. You're not gonna be mad. Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna sell out more than likely. So you might as well just run right now. They're probably gonna sell out, but they're already on reorder. That's just how he's doing it lately. But I am in love with this set that I'm fixing to show you. And we today did something because we love y'all. Let me show y'all what we've got. This is what we're starting with. See the name? That's what I'm saying. It's going to sell out. She always does. It's Katy Sue. But here's what this is. These are her new watercolor Christmas animals die cut pop-up cards that look like snow globes and that are dimensional. Okay. Are you kidding me? They're so stinking cute. I'm going to be making for you live tonight this one, and then I'm going to show you every one already made because we made one of each today. Why? Because we couldn't stop ourselves. Let's just be honest. You just can't stop yourself. So let me tell you what you do get in this package. And by the way, there's a lot of Katy Sue. Like, do I go through it in the after show?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's what you're supposed
There's
to do.
a lot of Katy Sue, but I will tell you in this package,
Unless
you
can
want
to go through it in this show and then do the craft in the after show.
We'll do it then.
Be kind of backwards.
This one right here makes 12 cards and it comes with envelopes, and these envelopes are 6x6s. So here's something that I want to tell you because I think this would be fun. If you're a person who doesn't always mail the cards, especially these kind of cards, if you're somebody that just gives these cards out, this will make 2 great envelope mini albums. 2, because if you're not a person that wants to use the 6x6 envelopes, you just want to hand these guys out, which honestly, I think these would be really cool. Like you're at a party or something and just sit it on the table. Like,
how cute would these be as placeholders instead of putting a little greeting on
with
it?
Their name on it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so you get those. You can make 12. Let's make one really quick. Now, all of these work very similarly. Okay, I'm gonna show you what you do. You get your snow globe. By the way, these pop out. I gotta remember some of you guys have never seen Katy Sue. Let me show you how this works. So let's start with one of these pages. Here we go. So, they're very, very, very easy to pop out. So I'm trying to be very gentle. Like this right here is this piece, and they just pop out. Do you see how easy this one's trying to come out on its own already? See that? So all the pieces just pop out and they're ready to go. Okay. And what's really cool about them is anybody can do it because it's super easy. So you start with your base, and then these trees, this particular card is so easy. These trees, do you see how the shapes at the top are? They're fitted to the snow globe. They're perfect for this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these guys over and I'm going to add foam to the back, dimensional foam. Now I thought I left my Poke Tool, but I'll also tell you that you can be as dimensional as you want. I did not do all of the dimension that they did. By the way, if you're wondering who they is, let me show you this.
Like you be you, boo.
When you get this home, there's this little QR code right here. You just scan that and watch it, or go to Katy Sue's YouTube channel and they show you how they put it together. But I'm going to show you my version of how I put it together. And like I said, you be as dimensional as you want. You use as much foam as you want to your heart's content.
I mean, we're as dimensional as we want.
We are. We are 3-dimensional. Not for you guys. We're only 2-dimensional.
Yeah. Kind of flat.
But just place your little foams down. I think these would be, if you work in an office setting, This is the kind of thing that would be cool to give out because you would walk around to every desk and like leave their card, you know. And then let's say you were given a gift card. I can show you how you can place a gift card in there that would be super cute too. All right, so we start with that layer, okay? And then we peel these little guys off. Peel and reveal. I still feel like that's a copyrighted saying, and I keep saying it. Just peel it off, okay? And then like I told you, all you have to do with this one, super easy, is when you find
was really good.
the same curve at the top, you stick it at the bottom too. And I'll tell you what you have to watch for. See how that hangs over the snow globe? It is supposed to. Look how gorgeous that is. Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
These are the kinds of projects that kids are going to love because they look good when they're done. They look like they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And kids like to do projects that people go, wow, that's really cool. And they don't have to tell you what they made. I always like when I can tell what my grandkids did so I can impress them by going, oh, that's a good robot. You know, and then it's like really a robot and they're impressed. That's always fun. All right. Layer number 1. Now let me show you this. The animals in this set, from what I discovered, they typically have 3 layers. They're going to have a piece, a small piece, and then a second layer that's pretty poppy outy. See how much is missing? And then a third layer. Okay. The way I saw them put it together was they did top layer down. That's how they put it together to make everything easier. So I'm going to flip this guy over and I'm going to use, I'll use the same ones. I was going to use a bigger one, but I can use this one. So I'm just going to grab these guys. And I want to tell y'all something. I'm going real slow because this is real fast. So I don't want you to go, wow, this takes forever. It doesn't, but this is what I'm putting together tonight. And I'll show you the rest of them too. So this is a quick process. This would also be cool for you just to have at home in your stash, or if you need quick cards, quick somethings, you know. Let's get up here. And then let's come down here.
You know, when we first saw this at the show, I was impressed, but I'm so much more impressed now watching, you know, when we put them together ourselves.
Every time they just come to life.
It's just so cool.
Wow, you just like went to the middle of that to pull foam off.
Don't
Like
watch this.
the middle. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing that? Are you running fever?
No, but I'm gonna make everybody else.
Make our eyes twitch.
Y'all can't even tell on camera, can you? That's kind of fun to do
How
that.
many people are gonna have to go back and watch me pull the other ones from the side to fill in the middle?
Fix them all back. Oh my goodness. Shannon came for me. It's funny.
There's naked spots.
I'm sorry, y'all.
You did it on purpose too, didn't you?
She did.
I did. I thought it was funny.
You're such a rebel.
I am a rebel. A rebel. That was funny, y'all. Sorry. I'm going to keep doing it too because I think it's funny. I absolutely think, I know it sounds mean. It's not mean, but I think it's so funny when people watch my video that have never watched before and I glue something upside down or something and they just lose it in the comment. Like, you put that upside down. And I'm like, you new here. Everybody else knows that's my signature.
I'll say I use your foam all the time, but you never take from the middle.
Now look how cool he is. He's all dimensional.
He looks like my little buddy in the backyard.
Shannon's got a Disney movie happening in her yard every morning.
Yeah, I was late. Well, not late for work. Later for work than I planned to be. I was still early for work, but anyways, there's a fox in the backyard.
No.
He said what? Amy Stanley. Watch this right here. Let me really get y'all.
No.
Let me get in here.
Okay, go back to Scotty.
Look at that one. Oh, I think it's funny. Okay, listen. This piece I'm using now.
We're all froze.
What?
On my camera.
You are, but they're not. You might need to.
Okay, I just unfroze. Well,
Okay.
I froze back.
It's your camera somehow. That's weird. Let me show y'all this really quick, okay? Look at
Now
y'all.
on mine, all of us are froze.
You're gone now.
The
You
clock
just
is
went
I
away.
would say he's gone.
You're having issues. We're good, but you just went away.
He's out.
Where did I go?
This piece is like the first layer of the pop-up. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get this one and you want to put 2 little pieces of foam
That's interesting.
between this score mark. And you
whole
probably can't see the
computer just
score
locked
mark
up.
on the camera, but there's a score mark right there. Okay. So I'm going to peel these backers off. Vinny will be back when he can be back. Bless your heart.
I mean, my whole computer locked up.
The other cool thing is on the back of this one, do you see these flat lines right here? They line up with where those score marks are. Now, I'm not super, super worried about that. Here's what I like to do. I just kind of hold this thing in my hand like this. And I bring this over here and I get kind of close. The big thing for me is I want the bottom to be pretty level. And you stick him down. Okay, so that's his first level. Make sense? Then you're going to push this back. And on the very end, there's another little piece that will just push down. There's a score mark for it. You get to it and it pushes down. So what you're looking for is this on the side. Okay. And you're going to do the same over here. Let's see if I can do it with funny hands so y'all can see it. In and in. So see that? All right. Then he gets glued onto these tree edges. Okay. So let me show you this. You take glue and put it here. You don't need that piece. Take glue and put it here on the little gray parts. You can use sticky tape. I'm just using glue. And then we're going to push this down. And I will stand this up and bring it upside down so you guys can see it. Because I'm just gluing this to the trees. Let me bring it upside down. So see how I did that? I just glued those little pieces right there. Okay. And that gives us our first layer of snow globe, but it's 2 layers. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to go to this layer. Now this is where I lean on the photo. Okay. This is the one we're putting together. So on this guy, this is really neat to me. He has these 2 pieces that kind of jut out right here. These little Mickey ears. That's what they look like, right?
Kind of looks like Winnie the Pooh's head.
Kind of like it. On those 2 pieces, what you're going to do is take 2 snowflakes that are also pop-outs from the kit. They're all pop-ups. And you're going to take now you can foam them up, and I did on one of them, but then I was like, nah, that's too much for me because of where they're going. I just did this number. Now they don't all get snowflakes. I'll show you on the finished projects what some of them get, but you just glue those down like that. Okay. And again, go right back up here and in between those score marks. This is this piece here is the same piece as the other piece. It's just smaller. This one. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to fold. You don't really have to fold yet because we want to put that other piece on. All right. So now let's peel and reveal.
Yeah, Tam, I have had deer in my backyard, a fox, and then I had a red-headed woodpecker. So I got the Disney thing wrapped up. Ooh. I don't get to pet them or anything. The birds don't land in my hand.
You don't just walk and go.
Yeah. Not whistling. They're not like helping me get ready and doing my hair and all that.
It's funny.
I'd still be at home if I was waiting on them.
And then,
These pieces remind me of the aliens from Toy Story. They kind of do. There's little green aliens in Toy Story.
they have little things.
They have the
Oh,
little alien antenna.
All right. And then this one goes on top and we've got 3 layers. Look at all our layers. Now we can fold this back.
Leaders.
And we can fold this back. Fold this back and fold this back. This is really cool. Okay. So I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. Bring this down. And now we're going to glue this one just like we did the other one, but right here. So we're getting another layer. It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yes, you get 3 of each card. So 3 of each 4 designs. 12 total.
In one package.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold that there for a split second.
Oh, he's back.
All right.
it's magical.
He figured it out. And then we have a little bit more because there's a couple more pieces. We've got a moon and a couple of snowflakes. Again, you can pop any of this up that you want to. I personally like the moon popped up, but the snowflakes, I didn't pop them up. I just glued them down. I felt like I was gluing them to pieces that had dimension anyway, so they kind of did it. They did it for themselves. And then I'll put this moon up here. Where I'm gonna look at. Okay, you don't have to do this. You can do your own thing, but I like to look at what they did. So this is where we're looking. So they're kind of up here, and then they glue a snowflake on, or they probably popped one up. I think nothing goes down on theirs that doesn't have dimension. You know what I'm
How
saying?
flatten do they flatten?
I'm gonna show you when I'm done so you can actually see because this I'll flatten all this out. And then I'm just gonna look and see where snowflakes go.
You're gonna straighten that foam back up too when you're done.
This?
Yeah.
No. It's my signature. That way you know it's mine. There's some truth to that. Because you're not gonna take it. Are you?
I might fix it.
That's what you think you'll take it to do that? Okay, so this is what happens now. You've got it all glued together and you push and you push. And then what I want you to do is when you push it, I want you to flatten it. Okay. And then you can stand it back up. See that? So you can flatten it and let me hold it. I'm trying not to cough in y'all's ear, but my tickle is real right now. So see that? Isn't that cool? All right. And then let me show you the other ones.
Yes,
this one is the
they
owl.
are, Miss Eileen.
Look at that owl. Aren't they beautiful? Can you imagine putting a tea light in there? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Or even you could put a pear blossom and have a press on here, have something to push. Look at this deer. So beautiful. And they all close down.
They'd be pretty to put on risers on your mantle
They
with
would,
the little twinkle, like starlight twinkle lights or whatever.
Yep.
Running around.
These fit in a square envelope. So yes, they would require extra postage. Anytime you send something that doesn't need to go through the machine, it's going to require extra postage anyway. But yes, because they would go in a square.
He looks like a real bird.
But aren't they cool? I think they are so neat. Y'all aren't getting to see them. Let me do them like this. It's so cool that we did one of each. I think that's neat because we never get to do this. We just said we're going to. Now, I also didn't show you this. There's also this. There's also instructions on the back. And it works the same. It tells you what to do, even though the images are different. You're just going to load from that first layer on down, if that makes sense. Aren't they cool?
Already sold out.
Not surprised. I told y'all. From the jump that was going to happen. When they came in, Amber said, this going to go. This going to go. So that is those. Now, I wanted to tell you something. I'm going to say this again in the after show, but I wanted to tell you guys something that happened today because we have told you something which is true, but we also need to clarify things. So since we're caught up and it's only 20 minutes after 6, I want to tell you this. If you have signed up for our email that we send out emails for any updates, any reminders, anything like that. If you signed up for that, we were like, make sure you're paying attention that it's from May, blah, blah, blah. Well, this week we've had several people tell us these aren't coming from May. And we didn't realize that the email service we use had their email address, which was fine. We've been using them for years. There's nothing wrong with them. But if I'm telling you to watch out, I need to make sure I tell you to watch out, right? So what we want you to look for now, because we went and fixed it. So when you get an email from us, here's how you'll know it is from us. Okay. Shannon wrote it out in her pretty handwriting. newsletter@maymaymadeit.com. So when you get an email if you get an email and you're not sure if it's from us, if you look at where it's coming from, now this is the newsletter. Like it's not a newsletter, it's just a news update. But like if Shannon's sending you something,
yet. It's showing offers still.
Is it still showing it?
But it's going to.
It has to update. Today it said it was there. It said it was active, but apparently it has to update. But be watching for that. If you see right now, it says the word offers at Privy. That's still us. We use Privy for our email, and it's still us, but it's odd. But this is what we set it to now. Now, here's the thing that I want to tell you. If you get an email from info@maymaymadeit.com, that's us, Shannon at maymaymadeit.com, Vinny at maymaymadeit.com, Tamitha at maymaymadeit.com, Amber, all shipping. There is one called shipping. But those are us. But I just wanted to clarify that and tell you that we have fixed it as soon as it updates all the way, because it does take these things. You have to put them in and blah, blah, blah. You'll know what to look for. But again, if you ever have any questions, you can email us. We appreciate that, because that's also how we find things that really are scams. Is you go and, hey, y'all, look, what is this? That helps us. Okay. So just to let you know, Amy, so if you need emails for tomorrow morning, if you're participating in the Making for Wayne fundraiser and you need emails for tomorrow morning, here's the deal. If you email Shannon, she's not going to see it tonight, and she's not going to have time in the morning. This class starts at 9:30. So probably best to email info.
Yes. Anybody that does not have the Wayne email, I have sent it to info and I have sent it to Amber. So
that way, if you need it from now on, because she won't be able to get it to you tonight or tomorrow morning, go ahead and email info@maymaymadeit.com, and they have all the links and they can send them to you while we're in class. Okay. Somebody said they don't, Linda says she doesn't get, no. Who said they don't get the newsletter? If you don't get the newsletter, you'll need to sign up for it. And it's not a newsletter. Let me tell you what it is. It's where we let you know everything. Like this morning, we sent out a reminder that tomorrow's the class. We sent out a reminder that tomorrow is the stress-free card making event. If you wanted to get that class, you needed to sign up. We put an affiliate link in that email for that, so you could get that. And then this afternoon, and Tamitha likes to send out an email reminding you before the shows go live, because a lot of people depend on that to remind them. They have it where it pops up on their phone. So there we go. That's the things I wanted to make sure I told you in the first show. We can talk more in the after show, but I didn't want to forget, because some folks watch the first show and don't watch the after show, and I feel like that's important information.
Important.
You know what, Pam? I can tell you something. If you have a server, we have been through this today. We have been on the phone with email people, okay? If you have a server that has a built-in firewall, there's one in particular. What's that company called?
Cox
Internet.
Uh-huh.
If you have Cox Internet, I think it's COX. They have such strong firewalls built in that they call our emails spam, and they're not. And our server, the company that does our emails, is aware of this because it's across the board. It's not just people we send emails to. It's anybody who has that Cox Internet service. And what one of our subscribers did today was she contacted them and asked them if they would fix it where she could get my emails, and they fixed it. And so now she's getting them. Also, if you've never opened one of our emails, it might be going to junk mail. It could be in your, I guess junk would be the only place.
Junk spam.
Spam.
Most of them have this place at the top, if it's going to your junk or spam, to mark it as not junk or not spam. And then it will start going into your inbox, not end box.
Laurie, I hate that you have to go to the hospital, but you won't miss it. You will miss it live, but you will get to watch it later, and you can still participate when you feel up to it. Wow. Okay. Well, that explains it, Shima. That's what they told us today. They were like, the company's like, we struggle with them so much. And I understand that they just have a really strong firewall, so they block a lot. But like I said, the customer was able to call them or email them or something.
I guess in a sense, that's good and bad.
It is. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head to the after show early because this was such a quick project. And we might as well, because we like to hang out in the after show. That's the updates I wanted to give you like in the first show anyway. So what if we head to the after show early? Tamitha, I'm going to give Tamitha time to put the link in. And Georgia, just got her, but don't worry, we're going to the after show. So you got plenty of time over there. Can I sign up after the workshop and watch it later? No, we have cut off tickets to tomorrow. Those have ended. We'll talk about that in the after show. Okay, there's the link. So head on over there and start chatting. We'll be there in just a second. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for loving these as much as we do. They'll be back if you missed out. They'll be back. And we'll see you in the after show in just a few minutes. Bye now.